Welcome, wonderful, beautiful people. Marie, hello. So wonderful to see you all. I'm just letting everyone in, and let me just do something here. Who's here at the moment? So welcome. Marie, I see Robin, welcome. Masha, Cindy, excellent. Ronnie, so good to see you all. And Elma Ray is coming in, Brad is here, Mohammed is here, Vivek is here, Apana, and Joseph. So now that we are starting, could you please everyone put in your where you're coming from today, and also let us know if you have anyone that you brought, a friend, family member. Who did you bring? Just my brother, my mother, my friend, whatever it is, just let us know. And so, and put it in the chat box, and then I will see and read out a little bit and see where we are all from. So I see at the moment, let me open the chat here. Southern Connecticut from Cindy, India, Vivek. Then we have, let's see, admit. Then we have Vicksburg. Brad is, Marie is from, it's going so quickly that I can hardly read that all at that moment. Let me see, Santa Rosa, California. And then we have Yasmin from the UK, South Africa, that is Elma Ray. And Robin says, it's a little early for my friends to want to get on a Zoom on a Saturday morning. Yeah, I can understand that. Shamini calls in from Malaysia, and then we have JC from Dallas, Texas, Ronnie from Calistoga, California. Good. And she says, good morning, Mariam from England. Then another person, Chandrakant from London, UK. And then we have Joseph from rainy Portland. Oh, so sorry to hear that it's raining over there. As you can see, I'm sitting in the sun, so it's nice here. And so there's some more. And Dr. Clint is here joining from Colorado. So why not, Clint, why don't you say hi to everyone?
Hello. It's so fun. So fun to be with you at this graduation celebration, a true celebration in the best sense of the word. And I'm just so happy to see, I love seeing people from all over the world. Just seeing you from South Africa, yes, Netherlands, England, India, Malaysia, Australia, all over the US and Canada. It truly is a global, really a global family. I was going to say global community, but family feels more appropriate. And I'm so excited for today, for what Cornelia and I have prepared for this celebration, and to hear from each of you how your life has changed, and to really take moments to celebrate progress. And yeah, even if we're not as far as we want to go, some of us, or maybe we didn't see the specific things, to celebrate what we did see, what you did learn, what you did discover about yourself. And I'll be speaking a little bit more, sharing a little bit more, and connecting with each of you. But it's just so lovely to see your faces. It makes me so happy, so happy.
Yes, so great for you, everyone, to be here this morning. And I would like everyone to do me a little favor right now. And this is renaming yourself. Does everyone know how to rename yourself? You are actually going into, when you see your little window where you are, then if you go in the top kind of right-hand corner, you see mute and unmute, or unmute if you are muted. And then there are 3 little dots. And when you click on those 3 little dots, then it opens up a drop-down menu. And if you go down, depending, sometimes it's on the third, sometimes it's a little bit further down there, it says rename. And what I would like you to do is to put your room number that you've been assigned to in before your name. So you say like room A and then your name. So in case later on when we assign you to the rooms, you don't know where to go, we can then quickly get you into the right room. So if you could start doing that while we are kind of waiting for everyone to come in. And so I see a name that is unfamiliar to me, which is Betty. So Betty Bianconi, I don't know who you belong to, who invited you.
I belong to the lovely Marsha Levitt.
Okay, Masha. So Masha, what room are you in? So we can then immediately see that then Masha,
lovely is such a great word to describe Marsha. I love that.
She is, yeah. Masha, which room are you in?
What was that? I didn't hear. I missed it. What did you say?
Masha, what room are you in?
E. Room E.
So I make Betty, I change her name. So that's what I would like to look it like. So room E, Betty Bianconi. So later on, if you don't know how to get to the room, I know immediately how to get you in.
Yes,
so Masha,
thank you.
Masha, you know how to change your name, to rename yourself?
I do. Should I put the E in front of the name or after the name?
Yes, please. Yeah, no, before that helps us really to do that. So if everyone could do that, just rename yourself.
Cornelia, I'm so sorry. Would you say that again? I'm having a pretty tough time.
Okay, Marie, what room are you in?
10.
10, that is...
That's
okay.
the rainbows.
Room F.
Yeah, that is room F.
I'm in room F.
F is in Frank.
Thank you, Andrea.
Room F, Marie. So now I did it already for you.
Bless your heart. So, thank you. Thank you.
So if you go into your little window, above the main screen, you should all see little windows, and one of them is yourself. And so if you then kind of go into the upper right-hand corner, next to mute or unmute, there are 3 dots. And if you click on those, on the 3 dots, there is a drop-down menu showing up. And then one of the drop-downs is actually rename. And then you just click on that and it opens up the window, and this is where you can type in. So some of you, I know where you are, but it helps us later on to get you easily into all of the rooms. The other thing is
I can't rename in my phone. I don't.
Okay, Fernanda, which room are you in?
D.
D. I will put you in. I rename you room D, like Dora. Okay.
Yes, room D.
Okay,
D,
perfect.
Back to room D.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. So if anyone is missing, we will sort it out later. But if most of you have that in front of your name, it's so much easier. Anyone else have any issues?
Cornelia, I don't even know how to change my name. I've got everyone on my button and I don't know what room I'm in.
Okay, Ronnie, let me help you here with that. Elio is coming in. I just need to find you. Where are you? Let me just sort that one out quickly. Here you are. And you're in which room?
I don't know.
Did you not get the email that I sent out to you? Then I have to do it later.
We just put in the chat as well. We just put in the chat if you were in, for instance, you're in room A, if you were in Friday pod 1 and 2. Let's see what I'll just read it to you. Room A is Friday, pod 1 and 2. Room B is Friday, pod 3, 4, and Saturday, pod 11. Room C is Saturday, pod 1 and 2. Room D is Saturday, pod 3 and 4. Room E is Saturday, pod 5 and 6, the breath of life. Room F, Saturday, pod 7 and 10. And room G is Saturday, pod 8 and pod 9.
Yeah, I'm just checking now where Ronnie was, because Ronnie changed in between, so you might not know which one you are in. Ronnie by B. You're in
B?
room B. B,
B.
like in bird, yeah,
Okay,
Alpha
thank you.
Bravo. Okay. So now that most of you have done that, does everyone know how they can wave at us, how they can raise their hands and for you to speak or send love if somebody shares something that you really like? Underneath the screen, you have certain buttons, and for most of you, there should be one that says reactions. And when you click on reactions, let me just share like a picture, then you can see that. So here you can see actually the when you click on reaction here on the bottom corner, you see actually raise hand, or you see the different, you can click a heart, or you can click celebration, or you can clap, or you can thumbs up, whatever you want. So this is kind of how we can also kind of share a little bit and be a little bit more interactive here and today. So let me just stop the share. And so that is kind of what we need for the technical part today. Are there any questions for that before we move on? Yeah, I see already somebody clapping, someone thumbs up. Okay, you found it. And so let me just name Ronnie, you are in room B. I just do that for you. Yes. So, okay, then what we often do is that we actually go from our head into our heart on the Sundays calls. We haven't done that too often actually in the weekly calls, but today I definitely would like to do that. And after looking back in what we did on the first celebration, when we did the 100-day course, we had Gary Malkin live. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it today, but I would like to play that same songs that he sung at that celebration. And the name of the song is Do You Remember Who You Are? And the reason I would like to play that is because we always think that we actually have to become somebody. We think we need to get better. We need to do something to become someone. But in reality, it's actually what we are doing here, even in this course with the 100 days, we are actually uncovering more and more who we really are on a soul level. And by looking after ourselves, starting to love ourselves, starting to take care of ourselves through all the different tools and remedies that we learned over the last 14 weeks, we are actually, it's like an onion. We're taking one onion kind of layer away and come back to who we really are. And Gary Malkin has done a beautiful job to actually put this not just to music, but his words are just so phenomenal. And so therefore I would like to play that for you right now. Give me just 1 second. I need to line that up in the background so I can open it. And I would like you to kind of either close your eyes, and what I will do is I will create a community by spotlighting everyone. so we can see each other faces, and we can acknowledge who is actually here in the room, with all of us celebrating this achievement of going through 100 days. So.
The sun comes up, I hear a cry. A baby's born, I see her eyes. We're made of grace and a wisp of stars. Do you remember who you are? We take first steps and we fall each day, and we take that breath to go on our way. We're made of hope and a wisp of stars. Do you remember who you are? Seasons come and seasons go, like clouds pass in the sky. First we're born and then we go, without ever knowing why. We have the moment, we have each other, we have this breath of life that's gone in a blink of an eye. We fill our days with endless goals, yet we search and pray to find our souls. We're made of songs and a wisp of stars. Do you remember who you are? Plant a seed and watch it grow. A flower blooms, but the petals know. We're a flash of light and a wisp of stars. Do you remember? Will you remember? Will we remember who we are?
Yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't get to everyone in the room to spotlight. But I'll just show you a couple more. There's also Poppy. There's also Rachel. And I think I haven't seen Kathleen either yet. So everyone that is here, we have Elio here as well. Mary. We have Sheila. Linda. And then we have also Ronaldo. And Colleen. Oh, she just disappeared on me. Here she is. Then Amy. And I guess I have most of you that are showing yourself at the moment. So if I missed anyone, I'm really sorry, but there are so many, and all of you. It's so beautiful to see all your faces right now. Clint, that is your sign to speak.
So good. Feels so good to see your faces and feel that song. You know, do you remember who you are? I know there's other people that weren't spotlighted, but I saw you and I feel your presence. I'm so grateful that you're here. You know, towards the end, I saw Mary Weiss. And Mary, I hope you don't mind, but I'm just going to read this that you wrote in the chat for the 100-day practices. And Mary says, I don't write too often, but I want to acknowledge my gratitude for this beautiful community that I've been blessed to be a part of for almost 2 years now. I've been extremely moved by all the love and the great healing advice being so benevolently offered for many different challenges. When we help one, we also help all in some way too. I truly believe we are all here and have come together for a very special reason. To that, I just feel compelled to say, yay, team. To Valerie and Denise, I send you so much love and light. I join with everyone here around the globe to say, I love you and I'm with you. So beautiful. And that was just from a couple of days ago. You know, just this morning, I got so many messages, and I've been reading for those who have been completing the week 14 challenge activity. We were submitting what happened. Actually, I just read this morning the one from Marie, ASN from Netherlands. Marie, can you unmute yourself and just share a little bit about what you shared in that beautiful email, your transformation, and what you discovered over this 100 days?
Yes. I'm allowed to.
Please share.
Yes?
Yes, we can hear you.
I will read it so we won't miss any time. I start a letter with the ancient secrets of a master healing, the 100 days ancient secret training. The first page, of course, is I didn't come to teach you. I came to love you. Love will teach you. The end of the 100 days course is a beginning. The beginning of being more conscious, loving and caring for everyone. Your self-love and self-care are the standards. The love in this book opens the presence inside you, encourages you to accept and believe in yourself. The 100-day course provides you with a fountain of knowledge to handle the presence. Hidden inside our soul, we have a complete toolbox. We never take enough time to open it and focus on the contents. The 100-day course helps you step by step to discover your hidden treasures. Everyone will start and end with a different ornament in this magic box. One of our first challenges was go and clean toilets. My discovery was the similarity of my body and the toilet, the similarity of the need to be cleansed after being used, the similarity to say, welcome, I'm proper, shining, and will receive you in respect. It's safe to be with me. You can trust me. My body as the vehicle and palace of my soul. My body as a factor for the soul to express itself. My body, the present from God. I have the responsibility to take care of it the best way I can. The love and gratitude for this present helps you to explore the beautiful knowledge. The knowledge, Siddha Veda, from the lineage from Jivaka, Baba Ramdas, Dr. Pankaj Naram, Dr. Smita Naram, and Krishna Naram, and the whole staff of all Ayushakti doctors. Everyone who helps and supports us students. Dr. Clint G. Rogers, who keeps protecting the Siddha Veda knowledge as a treasure to share with humanity. Thank you. Thank you to my partners.
Yeah, and then she listed all her pod members' names. Go ahead and say your pod names.
Aparna, Sonia, Noel, Mary, and Fernanda. Thank you, sister.
It's so powerful. You know, I want to say how you mentioned Dr. Ram, you mentioned Jivaka, you know, the original head of the ladies. There you go. And then you have the picture right there, Mary. I mean, Marie is so beautiful. You have them right there. I don't know if anyone can see her holding up those pictures, but really how just take a moment and let it sink in. You know, what if this lineage is thousands of years old, starting with the physician for Buddha, and it's been kept, preserved by master to student for thousands of years. And what if they've all been waiting for this time, you know, this moment? You know, Dr. Ram so beautifully, energetically, and humbly said that it was his desire, his mission to make the ancient secrets available in every heart and every home. And what you've done in this course is a man, it's I don't think any of us will ever know the overall impact on what will happen in your life, in the lives of those you love, and on this planet, because of the seed, the time that you've invested in this 100-day course to learn these ancient secrets and apply them. You know, also this morning I listened to the video from Patrick, also from Netherlands, interesting enough. And he was talking about the transformations and changes that he's seen. And I think Cordelia may play that later. But it just struck me that, you know, at a time in which technology allows us to literally connect from all over the world. On this call are people from so many different countries, so many countries from all over the world who have lived it. You know, on the call, on the video, you'll hear Patrick says, I came because I thought I was gonna learn this to help others, but I was kind of tricked in that I have to help myself first. He said it's something like that. And then he talked about how much his life has changed. And I won't give it away because I think maybe Cornelia will play it. And I just want to emphasize how this is just a start. This is a beginning. Like Marie so beautifully said, the end of the 100-day course is just a beginning. Just a beginning. I know Maria is one of the people who's working so hard on getting the book ready in Dutch. Jenny and the whole team worked so hard to get it ready, and soon it will be published in Dutch. And then a whole other team just completed. I saw Sonia was on the call and others to get it completed in Brazilian Portuguese. I got a message just this morning and it was all in Italian. I couldn't read it, but someone had contacted me through Instagram and sent me a long message in Italian. So I had to copy the text and paste it in Google Translate. And she had a picture of her reading the book in Italian and just talked about how this was the hardest year of her life. You know, some of the darkest times she ever had to face, and how it was because of this book that there was a light in her life, something that she could hang on to, and the wisdom and the insights and the connection with hope and with possibility with the lineage is what propelled her through to where she is now in such a beautiful place. I also have on the call, it's so interesting how life connects us. You know, at the very beginning of the book, the quote is right there. It says, "I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you, and love will teach you." And one of the things I've loved about this 100-day course is how much people like Cornelia, you know, Jana and Rochelle and Jerem and everyone has stepped up. And even when, you know, I don't know how to say this, but it just felt like, for me, as I've taken the last 3 months to work on writing and looking inside of myself and working out some things inside of myself, just to know that there's a team of people that are leading with so much love and doing it in such a way that I know Dr. Ram would be so happy is beyond words. The second thing I just want to say is in the introduction, the very first sentence is this. The sentence says, you know, you're not reading these words by accident. You and I are connected, and I believe you were led to this book at this point in time for a specific reason. Who do you love deeply? And how much would you be willing to help them if and when they desperately need it? Love is one of the most powerful forces in you. Never underestimate what it can do. And I know for those people who have been attracted in this 100-day course, you have paid a price. You've invested in yourself and made yourself into an instrument, a conduit of not only love, which I believe you already were even before you started this course, but of having practical tools that you can help people in such a deep way. Now, Marie, are you still unmuted? Can you just share from some practical ways in which the things you've learned in this course has helped you to help other people?
Do you mean me?
Yeah, I mean you.
Mary, there is Marie, there is Maria Sid.
Yeah, Maria Sin, please.
Where, don't give an answer, just listen. And that meant so much because most of the time you want to give an explanation or some help or some advice, and listening, that is the biggest point. And some other thing was the positive change, how do you say that you change something bad to something positive. I get a lot of messages, letters. Oh, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that, and I have nothing more to live for. And then I started taking the letters and transforming it into positive. Oh, you mean you're fed up with the old things, you're starting the new ones. Oh, you mean you lost, so you make place for, and then very fast I can change the words. And then they say, my God, thank you. You do understand me so well. And you are making the words that I can't express. So that's are two things. Listening, and when you say something, you just change what they said into positive form. And then they are very grateful. Yeah, that are two things that are working very good.
That's so powerful. And I'm here at this I'm here at this event in Colorado with some so beautiful people I've been meeting over the last couple of days, yesterday and today. And one of them was a doctor, and she made a really interesting comment. She said that she had to unlearn a lot of what she learned in medical school in order to learn about what it truly heals. That struck me. That was really powerful. And it's interesting because how to listen, why would that be such a key critical skill of a legendary master healer? And it's amazing that, I don't know, I just think that it's powerful that to learn and discover what leads to real transformation is something that you've done in this course. And Maria, you've given this example, you've lived this in such a powerful way. And I'm happy for what you're doing, for all of you. I want to say that as you have a chance to share on this call, practice that listening. Listen with your heart, listen with your mind, listen with your soul. And as the people in your pod share, really see if you can understand them. And I want to go to a couple other people. I want to go to Brad. I don't know, Brad, putting you a little bit on the spot, but I'm so curious, in this 100-day course, what's one thing that you feel like you've learned that's helped you?
I'm used to being put on the spot. Go ahead. You see Cornelia over there laughing right now. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Clint.
Yeah. What's one practical thing in this 100-day course in which you've learned, which has been able to help you or help others?
A multitude of things I can tell you have happened. And I love the point that's just being made with you and Marie, and the fact that listening is so critical. And I wanted to add to that a little bit and say that for me, I just realized when you guys were speaking that listening, when each moment that we listen to whatever we're listening to, someone else speaking, or our inner voice speaking, our higher self speaking, Jivaka speaking, whoever is speaking, each moment we're different people. So we hear things differently as well. So to continue listening and allowing the voice to come through clearly, I think is so important, and to learn to be still. I know that's a challenge. That's when I first started meditating 25 years ago, it was a challenge to sit still and to stop my mind from tinkering with things. But this course has extended the ability to do that, to get quiet and to listen to what other people are saying, to listen to what I'm thinking, if that's necessary, because the mind gets in the way so much, or mine does. And but the camaraderie of the people in this call, I feel so open to speak to candidly, whereas at the beginning I might have been a bit more reserved as to what I would say, but the love that I feel coming through with everyone who's participated in this course is so strong that I feel I can share, and that's been so vital and so important in this course. Not to mention all the material, all the transformation, all this weird stuff I'm drinking and eating, and the herbs that I'm taking. I mean, all of that is like a huge part. But for something, I just wanted to tag on to that part about listening and how critical that is. And I appreciate, and I thank you, Clint, and everyone for being able to listen, because I think I see everybody on here growing. And that growth is fantastic.
It's so powerful what you're sharing. And one thing that strikes me is, just the reality that what if even just one of the secrets you apply, it can change your life forever. And each person on this course, maybe they picked a different thing that they applied, and it was so transformational. And I know a lot of people want to go deeper. I'll put in the chat, how people can join the 3-year practitioner course, which will be starting soon. We'll actually have a reunion with both now this cohort and the first cohort of the 100 days course on October 2nd. All of you are invited to. We're going to make some announcements. Some people don't want to become practitioners, but they just want to know for personal enrichment. And so we'll give a link for that. Some people may want to join the leadership team. We'll give a link for that. And we have a gift actually for everyone who's on this call, a really special gift that will be fun to share with you in just a moment. But I want to go to a couple other people first. Marcia, I hope you don't mind me putting you on the spot, but I'm so curious, in this 100 days, how have you grown, or what have you learned? What transformation have you experienced?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Clint, for calling on me. So one thing I want to say, I'm in another course that overlaps. And I was on this morning, and the conversation was all about listening. Now, that's an ontological course, and this is to me, this is a love fest. But I'm so amazed that the conversation is out there in the world, and there's something about it that is definitely going to make a difference. Having said that, what I got out of the course I have to laugh. I became a vegan. Okay. I eat my mung bean soup. I became a religious mung bean soup eater. And I mean, my body is cleansed from it.
Mm.
Believe it or not, my balance was off. I have a balance problem. I don't know. My balance is not off as much. Could have been the food, you never know. Health and well-being is the most important thing in my life. Okay. Gee, where's my friend? Betty, thank you for coming today.
Mhm.
You're terrific. Love you. And that's what I focused on these 100 days was my well-being. And because I've done so much work that, oh, gee, I could say, oh, I know it, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't, and I don't. And I'm not a cook, but I cook my mung bean soup. So that seems to be the most important thing that I got from the course. The love, the depth of love is, you see, I can get to that depth of love, but it's letting people in. It's, how much, I'm gonna cry. What's the depth of love that I'm able to deal with? Because how much do I want to give? It's not about others. It's what about me? I think I give myself 100%, and then I don't know. And yet each week we did a different task, and I cleaned the toilet bowls, and I scraped my tongue, and I did whatever I was supposed to do. And I laughed just like you're laughing because it was fun. It was just fun. And all the calls, I mean, my goodness, people on the calls are so genuine. So genuine.
Oh, thank you, Marcia. I feel your genuineness and so beautiful what you shared. And there's a lot in this that kind of is much different than probably anything you've done before. For some people, maybe it's more familiar, but I just want to honor you, Marcia, that at this stage of your life, you just jumped in and gave 100% and so much enthusiasm. And
it's only the beginning.
Yeah, it's so beautiful to see that it's only the beginning. I want to go to a couple more people. First of all, I want to go to Dr. Bill Graydon, and then I want to go to Poppy. Dr. Bill Graydon, what's something in this 100-day course you feel like you've gained, or some way in which you feel you've changed for the better? Let's see if we can get you to unmute yourself if you're in a position to talk.
Hello, good morning. How beautiful to be here with all of you. This has been an incredible experience, learning, of transforming, of witnessing the power of the ancient secrets and the power of love in people's lives that influences so tremendously all of us and the entire world. So it's been wonderful to be able to participate with this. And I had the privilege of having Clint to work with me with Amarma the other day and to witness the true power that is there, that as we use those ancient secrets, the wisdom that's there, that literally it will transform our bodies, our minds, and our spirit. And to witness that firsthand, some of you have seen some of that video, was just so remarkable.
Frozen shoulder.
That was all about the frozen shoulder, but it's just been amazing. And I also want to thank Clint, a very special present of the Brazilian Portuguese version. And I have just been delighting in that. That has been so much fun to read. I can't tell you what a treat that has been for me, to be able to reread it all in that familiar language for me and gain so much more. So thank you, all of you who have participated, who have enlarged my life and added love. Because of you, it is you that have made this experience so remarkable and so transforming. Thank you.
That's so powerful.
So Clint, you'll see that it's on my profile that he's talking.
Yeah.
We're not able to be on camera right now. We're at a hotel in Las Vegas. We're down here for a high school reunion, and we got to bed real
fun.
But you know, the entire drive down here, we listened to the audiobook again. And you know, that's one of the magical parts of this course, is continuing to stay engaged in the book, and you know, having Marianne do her fabulous, beautiful, creative, inspired, very magical spiritual recap on the PowerPoints. It brought your book to life in a completely different way that caused my brain and my heart to slow down. And talk about listening. It caused me to slow down and really pay attention to the words and the messages and what was happening. And, you know, the magic of that book, every time I listen to it or read it and then hear your voice, I feel this movement, and it makes me want to share it even more and more and more. And, you know, we're down here in Las Vegas, and a lot of my friends have a lot of medical issues. And so we're constantly having opportunities to share. And so these tools give us a chance to be these ambassadors for health, for wellness, for truth, for connection. And those are some of the beautiful things that I have gained from the course, is just connection with myself, with all of you, with God, with new people, and to feel the essence of being one with the universe. And like Mary said, you know, to recognize our body as this amazing, beautiful tool that we get to take care of in order for us to perform our best mission here, however long we're here.
Yeah, that's so beautifully said.
Yeah, and I came here to this reunion hoping to see this former cheerleader friend, and I couldn't get a hold of her for, you know, years, and she passed away of cancer 2 months ago, and I had no. So, you know, it's that spark it gives us to learn even more the deeper secrets of how to heal the body, how to heal the mind, how to help ourselves. And therefore, you know, as we cleanse, then to go out and to be able to listen to others and those who are open to share with them this beautiful, beautiful work that you've been a great leader of.
So beautiful. And as you're speaking, Julia and Bill, Dr. Bill, I just had this, the feeling of, you know, however many steps you take on this path, you benefit to that degree. You know, you go 5 steps, you benefit. You go 50 steps, you benefit. You go a mile, 10 miles, and you can keep going deeper and deeper. And many of you know Julia helped originally when I was writing the book to do the recipe in the book and give me some feedback and help in so many ways. And it's so fun to see how far it's gone. Even when I came here to Colorado, the host of this event told me, she's like, before I even knew you were coming, I made like 15 batches of moon soup for everybody, you know. And then when I found out you're coming, I was just so happy, because this is, you know, just even one thing spreading in this way can make such a big difference. I want to say also, Dr. Bill, you know, I have his quote in the beginning of the book. It's worth reading. I'm just going to read it for everyone. He says, every physician trained in Western medicine appreciates its strengths, but also understands at the same time its limitations. Einstein's thinking forever changed our concept of energy and physics. There's truth to be discovered outside our current thinking and conditioning in medicine as well. Opening our minds to thousands of years of accumulated knowledge in Eastern medicine offers the possibility of complementing and expanding Western medicine with greater effectiveness in healing. This book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer, has opened my mind and hopefully will yours to a universe where there is so much more for us to continue to learn and benefit from. And it was beautiful because both Bill and Julia knew about the book, and even before it was published, had contributed in some way. But last week, recording in progress, last week was the first time they came to the clinic, a clinic where I was doing it, Pulse Clinic in Utah. And there was two beautiful sisters there from Afghanistan who had bought 10 books and given them away and had some beautiful healing. And then Julia, there was one moment in which we were sitting down and I took her pulse, and I was sitting in the same chair where Dr. Ram had taken her pulse less than 2 years ago. And at first there was an acknowledgement of like, just really missing Dr. Ram, really missing him. And then also remembering simultaneously that he's here in a deeper way than ever before. And even the fact that you've been guided to this course, that you've been doing all that you've been doing, and that you can continue to go deeper is so powerful. And then afterwards, Bill mentioned it briefly, how he had a frozen shoulder where he could only lift about 30% mobility or something like that. And then by the end was more like 80, 90%, and just the look in both Bill and Julia's faces as, wow, they've devoted their time and their life in such a beautiful way to service of humanity, and have been a part of this course. And then to be able to be sitting in the chair to see these kind of results come that are just so demonstratable is exciting. And so what's possible for all of you, and for any of you that want to continue the path, how deep can you go? One thing I love about this, Dr. Ram always told me, in this lineage, there's no guru. There's only master, and every student can become a master. And that made me feel good somehow, knowing that whoever you are, from wherever you are, you can learn it. And even if me, a Western skeptic, can learn this, then what does it mean about you? I feel like most people on this call are coming from a way more open-minded, open-hearted space. And so that's why I'm excited about the 3-year practitioner course, or the personal enrichment training, the different things that are available after this course ends. And just like Marie ASN said at the beginning, this isn't an end, this is a beginning. So I want to go, Poppy, to you. Any words you want to share about what's happened in your heart, mind, soul as a result of this 100 days?
Never ask Poppy if she's got any words. Poppy's job is words. Wow. Well, I just want to go back to that. Every master is a student, because it's that figure of 8, the infinity. Nobody's ever a master. Everyone's the eternal student. And it's that spiraling that we do to share, to grow. And that's when we create that energetic vortex, when the magic of manifestation happens. And it happens so, so fast. And sound, when we were talking about the beautiful, whether it's music, whether it's voice, the sound, vibrational frequency is so key, and it's a key aspect with all the words that have been created, the beautiful words that you've crafted and channeled and been gifted and worked with, but also the sharing of them in that way, but through music and the vibration, the vibrational frequency. We've now got the hertz, if you like, the hertz on the earth at such a rate now. Anything we can do to raise the hertz, anything we can do to work the sound is so, so key. So much music. But on my journey, let's just have a look at this. If we go back to the beginning, I was there looking after Dad at end of life care. It's been a challenging relationship, but the book came to me at the time, just like Dr. Clint was having the journey with his father. The top and bottom of that is, it has taught me that as long as we share with an open heart, and we gift with an open heart, and we gift and allow the choice to be made, I can't help it if my father prefers frozen scampi, chips and a cornetto to mung bean soup. But he has been gifted that option. He's been given the option of infinity tea. So our task is simply to share, not to coerce, just to share from a gifted point. He's still here and he's stronger, but that was a challenge for me as well, because that was a healing time in our relationship. So all those things, let's begin. So I looked at this when we had to decide, what do you want? As we all did. What do you want? And I looked at that in physical, mental and emotional. So the physical were, because I was just going to pick one, it was this that the third dimension of medical professions were telling me I needed either a ruthenium brachial plate, which was radiotherapy on the back of it, or proton beam therapy, you know, prognosis, lose your eye. It's like, no, pop it, we're not going down that route, but we'll just look at this. Okay, so we have photographs of that, which will be shared at some point. So now physical. All I want to do was sort my eye out, but it's like, well, what do you need to list all the other things for? What's the point in listing all the other things? Well, thyroid balance and weight management and hormone balance and bloating and indigestion and maybe a bit of bleeding gums and migraines. What's the point in all them? I want to fix this. They've all gone. They've all gone. You could blame the mung beans for that. Mental, calm the mind. Bit of a challenge there. Calm the mind and return to clarity and focus on the job. Emotional, open my guarded heart. Well, there's something very beautiful coming around that as well, but that is something that I never viewed would occur in my life. So again, we've actually reached that. And what we're doing now, yesterday, so the 100 days, it started, I'm just be quick, but the 100 days started on the 5th of June. It ended up on the 11th of September, which was my dad's 87th birthday. 8 and 7 in numerological terms is 15-6, so he will come into his 15-6 is the master number for perfect love, so he will come into that understanding at this year. What I did yesterday was I realized, because I wanted to pull not only the gifts of these and the fact that this will run for other people to join, so we can share and share and share, but I wanted to pull a 100-day journey of transformation together with all the other bits and pieces. So what I sent out, I chose 15 people based on the 15-6 as somehow to evolve the way of the journey of transformation, throwing in all the other things I do, incorporating this so we can bounce people off into there as a test drive for those 15 people. And the 100 days from yesterday ends on Christmas Day. So what better gift to themselves, sharing these secrets that on Christmas Day they get the gift of their own transformation. And we've also, from the people that have come in during this time as well, in Harrogate in the open air, which is in the UK, next week we're doing things on different ways of educating on New Earth, working with oils, working with yoga, working with so much. We've got music, we've got meditation, we've got the quantum stuff, and we're just rocking up on a nice piece of green. So it's pulling people together, and I have so much gratitude for all the beautiful faces, all the beautiful hearts, and all the beautiful love that's come through this. Thank you. And Clint, for you.
Thank you, Poppy. Yeah, I'll ask you anytime for your words. They're so beautiful and channeled in such a powerful way of service. And it's so beautiful having you participate in this course and see these results. I don't know. I feel this way for you as I feel it for everyone, that if the entire course and my entire journey was just for you, Poppy, it would have been worth it, you know? And so I hope all of you feel this way. I'm excited for each of you to have a chance to share in your pods your transformation. Right before that, I'm actually going to put in the chat a couple links for you. And let's see if I can put them here. Samuel, did you want to say something? You keep unmuting yourself, and I just want to give you a chance to share.
Yes. Yeah, I just want to say the course has made me to understand myself more, and I'm able, myself and my family, I've been able that we are wonderfully and miraculous made, our body, and it can heal itself if we provide the necessary nutrition for the body. Then I've learned a lot about the mamas, and I will learn how to prepare our ghee and to prepare the mung soup. We have got some mung from the Indian Bazaar store in Lagos, and it's very delicious. So I thank everybody for the love that the whole world is one. We have made new friends, we have new families, like Carol, like Cornelia, like Deborah, like Daniel. This we have learned. Thank you very much. And I want to appreciate the sponsor, my sponsor to this program. And I want to appeal, if it's possible that occasionally we have a get together, all the students have a get together occasionally.
Ah, Samuel, so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. The body, it is a miracle and it does have a power to heal itself. And the fact that you in Nigeria could have found mung beans and start this whole process and learn how to make ghee, it just makes me so happy. I'm so grateful that you shared, Samuel, and so grateful for each of you. I've put in the chat a couple of links. One is this. It's for the practitioner application training. For those who want to start to become practitioners, the date is wrong. It doesn't start September 15th. I should have changed that. It'll start sometime in, you'll register now and we'll have the starting date announced on the October 2nd call. I like how Samuel said we should have gatherings together, and every Sunday you'll have a chance to gather even more to go deeper into these ancient healing secrets. For those that don't want to become practitioners, so the practitioner training, actually I should talk about it just a little bit. It's very powerful. It's a 3-year training that brings you from where you are now to the point that you can sit with people and provide amazing transformation for them. You actually earn while you learn as well. From the very first year, you have a chance to host clinics where one of the doctors, you'll have a mentor that's assigned to you for the entire 3 years. And the mentor will help you very much at the beginning and then less and less until you're more independent after 3 years. We'll also we'll talk more about it on the October 2nd call, but it will involve optional times for us all to come together physically every 6 months. And you can come or you don't come, either way, it'll be recorded and streamed, but a chance for you to gather to actually have experience taking pulse and learning the deeper things, actually going to India, and having some experiences there. And then those that don't want to become practitioners, they just want to learn how to help more their family and friends. I put in the chat also for the personal enrichment. There's a form you can fill out and you can just express what things you want to learn so we can create that. The leadership team has been such a powerful experience for so many people. And so for those who want to help on service with the leadership team, again, forgive me, I put meeting on May 10th, but our next meeting will be soon. Just fill out that form. And then if you want to get on the waiting list for either attending a Pulse clinic or hosting a Pulse clinic in your area, I put that form and then a gift for everyone on today's call, for you and your family and friends. We're having something coming up which is called the Miracle Experiment Experience. And this is a very practical way in which you, your family and friends can apply the ancient secrets and actually see in that 30-day period what miracles happen in your life. And so we are offering a 75% discount. There's a coupon code and it's called, and you just type in 75 off grad gift. And then you can receive that gift as a result of just the awesomeness of you. I want to say thank you again to each person on this call. Thank you to Dr. Naram. Thank you for him having so much patience, with someone who is such a skeptic and bringing me to a point where, I don't know, I just feel like I wish everyone knew this was an option. People may not choose it, but they should know it's a choice. And I want to thank you, each of you, for taking the very powerful step of investing in yourself in this time. I see Joseph, you're raising your hand. I want to make sure I have a chance to allow you to speak too and hear what you have to share about this course.
Well, thank you so much for the privilege of this moment. Just wanted to share something that came to me in the listening to this morning was about listening, that in my very early days of medical training, one of the great quotes was, listen to your patient. They will tell you what's wrong with them. And what the difference or the change in this program has been is that it's listening with a different part of me. And for us, it's not listening with your left brain or your brain. It's listening with your heart and listening with your soul. And taking a pulse is listening. You're listening, but you're not, again, listening with the brain. And it's the feeling. And I don't know, I'm not a pulse reader. I have no idea how to read a pulse, but I just have the sense that this is about us as a healing instrument And what this course has done is shown us a way to clean and refine our instrument. And the detoxing of ourselves, the cleansing of ourselves refines us as an instrument to allow the listening and the healing to come through us in a more pure way. And I just want to express gratitude for the opportunity and for the teachings to transform me and us in our instrument selves, as showing us a way to become a cleaner instrument to listen to ourselves, listen to our friends, our loved ones, our patients, or people who come to us or present for the opportunity for healing. And so thank you.
Wow, that is so beautiful. You're getting a lot of love in the chat. And I just want to say the fact that you got this, Joseph, is so powerful. At the beginning of the course, we said it's not about information, it's about transformation. You know, there's a lot of courses you can learn Ayurveda, or you can learn about the doshas, or you can learn whatever, you know, and Dr. Ram emphasized to me so much, it's not about information, it's about transformation. And really, for you to have seen this, and not only seen it, but experienced it, and now can articulate it in a way that it's not a theory, but it's a lived experience, Joseph. It makes me so happy. I know Dr. Ram must be celebrating so much right now, because if you can get that from this experience, then that's the most important thing. Any amount of information can come. You can memorize facts, you can memorize techniques, you can memorize methods. But Dr. Ram, he said there's knowing, there's doing, and there's being. And what you're talking about right now is a being. And to clean your own vessel, to clean your own mind, your body, your emotions, so you can be more present, to be able to listen in that deeper way that you described so beautifully, is worth, it's $1 billion secret, you know, and it's so powerful.
Well, in full disclosure, and thank you, I also go back to reflecting on giving 100%. And I know that my 100% was not fully in this, and that I hope to reach the point of matching what I just experienced and felt. And so I look forward to that coming.
Oh, so beautiful. Thank you for that. You know, I think even you expressing that probably resonates with a lot of people. Sometimes with a self-guided course, all of life comes up. And so if you haven't completed all the courses, or you feel like you haven't given 100%, one of the exciting things is you still have time. You still have, we're giving everyone 3 more months to complete and really give your 100% in digesting. I see many people on this 100-day course that were in the first one. And so there's opportunities for people to re-experience it so they can go deeper and deeper. And I can totally resonate with you, Joseph. You know, even one of my last conversations with Dr. Ram, I remember I just thanked him, you know, and I had tears in my eyes. I said, I don't think I've been a very good student. I says, I think I could have learned so much more if I would have just believed that I could and been more alert. And he stopped me and he said, listen, Clint, you've understood me more than anyone else on this planet. So I want to thank you. You know? And the fact that you understand this concept, Joseph, is such a huge thing. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So beautiful.
Namaskar.
Yeah. And for anyone that feels that same desire to really give more, you know, you got an email about how to receive the certificate for this 100-day course. But there's a way. If you haven't completed all the lessons, you want to go back and learn them. You have 3 months. You know, you have the entire another 100 days to go deep. And I encourage you to do that. We don't give you an unlimited one, because if you have an unlimited amount of time, most people don't ever do it. You know, so there is a time frame, a time limit in which you can complete this, and it's for your benefit. And I'm excited for those who will not only complete this 100-day course because of what it will do, but also for those who will go deeper. If you feel a kindling in your heart that you want to go deeper, then definitely fill out those forms that we put in the chat and join us and join for the miracle and have your friends and family join the Miracle Experiment experience. I'm going to hand the time back over to Cornelia and for each of you to share. But again, I want to say how pleased I am. Oh, Ronnie. Okay, go ahead, Ronnie. We got to hear whatever you have to share, please.
First, I'm just going to quickly say that you really just tickled my heart when you started out saying, could you just name one thing that's happened? That would be absolutely impossible. It's not even a reality. So my heart is just tickled with that. But more importantly, what I really want to share that I think is very important, I was going to hold back, but I think it's very valuable. My brother was one of the people that laughed at people that were wearing masks and that felt that COVID was a hoax, and I could go on, but he was laughing, he was making fun, and he's usually not that type of person to come off with that kind of attitude. He's very, very kind, but this whole thing was just a hoax to him. Well, fast forward, he came down with COVID and came down with it, and he was very, very sick. And his wife, bless her heart, said, no one has to do anything. I'm handling it all. He'll be fine. And thank goodness when she wasn't there, my brother called me and he would tell me, I'm really, really, really sick. And I could hear it in his voice. And then they sent me a picture of him. And literally almost overnight, he probably aged 30 or 40 years. I could almost not recognize him. So what he shared with me was in the last 3 days before he found out he had COVID, he had been with every single family member. He had been with all of his grandchildren and his best friends. And one of his biggest horrific moments, besides losing his life, was that he wanted everyone to know, or he wanted to know that he didn't affect all of his family because he didn't wear a mask or he didn't do the things and what he had done. And his state of mind and heart was in a terrible place, while he was also in the other place of trying to uphold this image of his wife saying, I'm taking care of him, everything's fine. Well, he called me one day and he said, I think I have to say goodbye. And because they weren't sharing with us the density of it, at that point, I heard his voice and I immediately got off and I immediately called Dr. Steve. Mm-hmm. He answered the call. He was totally honest with me and upfront. After he spoke to my brother, he called me back and he said, it's not good, but I'm sending the medicine that he needs. I'm sending the herbs. And he said, the next 3 days are going to be really, really difficult. But he says, if we get through those 3 days, he says, on the 4th day, there might be a turnaround. And that's exactly what happened. On the 4th day, my brother called me and he said, I think I'm going to make it. So, of course, I can go on. We have loads of people on here, but I want everybody to know the dedication that Dr. Naram put in all of you, Dr. Clinton, all of the people to be there saves lives. It saves family. I could write a book about how my life's changed, but it's so, I don't know anything that could be more important on the and of course this is personal to me, but it's the whole program. It's a global change, and I'm just so grateful.
Oh, I'm so glad you shared that, Ronnie. We started the call by asking, I read this section about whom do you love and what would you be willing to do to help them? And in the world in which everyone's afraid of contagious things, you just shared a powerful story about contagious love and contagious healing. And everyone who's been a part of this course, you have now with you equipped, not only the knowing and the doing, but the being in which Poppy, you know, she's sharing so beautifully about her father. And really the opening quote, I didn't come to teach you, I came to love you, and love will teach you. And part of loving people is allowing their soul to go on the journey they're meant to go on. And to see your brother go through this, Ronnie, I can only imagine, because I've had very similar experiences. But then to see that moment, the Aditi Devo Baba moment, where the most complicated and challenging thing he's probably ever faced, not only on a physical level, but his ego, you know, having to face the laughing, and then now to face this, and then having the fear of having infected all his family and friends, you know. And then on the other hand of it, to see the love of Dr. Steve, you know, and of Dr. Naram, and the power of these herbs and the ancient science to bring him back to a state where he's not only feeling better, but ready to live. And you know that his life is going to be completely different after this. I was just on a call with Gary Malkin this week, and he was reflecting back on 10 years ago, how much my life changed meeting Dr. Naram. How before I was so interested in peace. You know, I wanted to go to countries that were at war and help bring people that were quote unquote enemies, and help them see that they're not enemies, you know, that we have common cause and we can work together and we can build better things together, that together we can do something better than either any of us could on our own. And I was so interested in peace. And Gary said to me at that time, 10 years ago, he's like, but why are you working with Dr. Naram? You know, why are you changing the course of your life so drastically? And I said, well, I see that everyone is a microcosm of the macrocosm. Everyone's a microcosm of the macrocosm. Your brother is a microcosm of the macrocosm. And if we can bring him peace, then how much more he can be available to help bring peace to all those around him, you know? And so I have great hope from the story you shared, very great hope, and very powerful for all of us to witness and recognize. And that whatever is that time, you know, that moment, we don't know when it will be for Poppy's father or for anyone, but whenever is that moment in which it's like a magic moment of Aditi Devo Baba. And the challenge, Dr. Ram says, whatever is your heartache, your challenge, your obstacle has within it seeds of equal or greater benefit. When that is there and your heart is ready to meet that moment and then see the blessing that can come from it, is so powerful. So thank you so much for sharing that. Ah, so beautiful. I'm so excited for everyone to share. Cornelia, can you cue up the video of Dr. Naram? I just want to end the part I'm sharing with this message from Dr. Naram that I recorded with him while he was still alive for this very moment, for this graduation, for your stepping into the being of who you are. And so we'll just play this short little message and then we'll split into pods or whatever else Cornelia wants to do. As we're getting it queued up, I just invite you to close your eyes, just to feel your breath, feel your heartbeat. Just notice all the synchronicities that brought you to this exact moment in time, and just express gratitude in your heart for each of those moments. The unexpected trials, the tragedies, the friendships, the loves, the desires, the fears, what it is that you discovered that you wanted. And in this 100-day course, you know, from cleaning the toilet in the first week to discovering more about what are the herbs and your plants growing in your local area, to everything, and to going deeper, you are now a part of this family, of this lineage. And in this video, Dr. Ram has a very special message to express to you. Cornelia, still can't hear it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know why the sound is not playing.
Yeah.
Aditi Devo Baba, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Okay,
I
well,
tried it before and it worked. Let me just play it here. What's going on here?
while we're here in this moment of Aditi Devo Baba, I just want everyone to put your hands together and just express love and appreciation for Cornelia, for devoting so much time and so much love and making this possible. Cornelia, we are all sending you so much love.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just restart the upload it again, the video, and hope it will play now.
Okay.
With sound, hopefully.
Worst case scenario, we'll send this as a video. We'll send it as in an email to everyone. But it's a beautiful message Dr. Ram shares.
Thank you for sharing. What is the transformation you experience in this 100-day course? Dr. Ram says it's not about information. It's about transformation. And I know that all of us, our hearts have been touched, moved, and inspired by what you shared. I have two final things for you. First is a message from Dr. Naram to the participants, the graduates of the 100-day course. Dr. Naram had been anticipating this event the entire time I knew him. And before he passed away, I recorded a message that I get to share now with you.
Okay.
Participated in this experience, a special gift that we have for you. But first, Dr. Naram.
Namaskar. I am very, very touched, moved, and also inspired by your wonderful response of what do you want out of this life to happen? What do I really want? My master said, and our lineage believes, there are three things to achieve in life. To know what you want, to achieve what you want, and to enjoy what you have achieved. And you are my family, you are my team, and you are my community, which I believe we are creating a big, powerful transformation. First in our own life, and then transferring this transformation in every heart, so that this world is a powerful, happy, healthy, and peaceful place to stay.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Naram.
All right, Cornelia, you can stop
it now. Thank you for inviting us to be part of your family, your community, and moving this work, this ancient secrets forward.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Dr. Naram. Thank you for inviting us into your family and to be part of this community. The gift that we have to offer is the Miracle Experiment experience. And that code we gave you, it's so powerful. It's so beautiful. And don't forget to join us on the October 2nd call. Cornelia, I'm turning over to you. I want to make sure everyone on this call has a chance to share, and that your friends or family that you invited on this call get to hear from you and your pod mates how your life changed, what transformation you experienced as a result of this 100 days. I love you and I'm with you. And Cornelia, back to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Glenn, for being here with us this morning. And there's not much more left to say except going into our breakout rooms. And as hopefully everyone got the email with the assignment for the rooms, and most of you already have actually put your room in front of your name. So what I will do, I will open the breakout rooms, and I have assigned for each of the rooms someone. Room A is Shamini, room B is Sharon, room C is Rochelle, D is Apana, E is, if I could read that now. F is Andrea, and G is Carol. And who was it for Apana? No, Mariam, sorry, in E. If you, the moment you go into the breakout rooms, that you actually start the recording, and the best thing to do is to record it to your cloud, so that we can record all of the breakout rooms and what is shared there. That would be amazing. And as Dr. Glenn said, share one of your transformations. What was the biggest impact of the 100 days? And share with everyone in the rooms. This time you're not just with your little part. We have at least 2 parts together. So you're a greater community. And as we mentioned before, listen to what everyone is sharing. Oh, Dr. Wexler is just coming now on the last as we are about to go into the breakout room. Welcome, Dr. Wexler. Before we go into the breakout room, do you want to share a couple of words? You're just about to go there. Stephen, can you hear us?
There we go. Unmute. That works much better. Huh?
It does.
So just finished a day of work, had a great day. And then I saw Chris texted me that it was the graduation call. So congratulations to everyone. Just so great. I was actually down in New York City at the 9/11 site and thought a lot about Dr. Naram. I was with him around that time with Nehemiah and the other people when he was offering herbs. I met a lot of the workers down there, the firemen, the policemen who were working with Dr. Naram. And it was such a blessing it was just great for him to serve them in the way they wanted to be served. It was called Serving Those Who Served, I think was the organization. And so you're coming into a great lineage. Do small things great. How's that?
What a wonderful message for us. Yeah, do small things great. And we all do already.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how small they are, just helping someone a little bit, do it with full knowledge. Reach, and like I do, always reach higher for knowledge, information, collaborate with other people, other students. I'm still doing the same. I'm still a student.
I guess we're students for the rest of our lives. So that is such a powerful message.
And of course, Hank says hello to everybody.
Yay, Hank.
I knew I could get Clint to speak if Hank was on. Great. So thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us for brief moments. It's so appreciated. We always love you and hear your voice and hear your inspirational messages that you share with us. Mm-hmm. So, and I guess we all see you anyway on the 2nd of October when we have the big reunion.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. So I have to go and I'm taking a writing class. It's starting in a few minutes. I gotta keep up with my friend Clint there.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're gonna write. Also, before you got on the call, Ronnie shared such a beautiful story about how you helped her brother. And it was so powerful and so poignant, and how you were just right there, right when the moment was needed. And I forgot to say to everyone, I saw Maria on this call. Maria and her son Donovan are part of this group that we're looking at how to help homeless. And on October 6th, we're doing a clinic in LA with Ralph, who is one of the participants in the first 100-day course. And we're trying to get Stephen down there for that. So anyone that wants to join on LA on October 6th, we're going to do a special pulse clinic, not only for the homeless, but also I talked to someone here who also may be interested in helping the homeless pets, the pets of the homeless. So let's see what.
Well, my son just got a job in San Francisco, so maybe I'll be out there more often.
Oh, good. Our next call for the homeless is on Friday, by the way, for anyone that wants to join that.
Great. Send me information on that. I'd love to.
Okay.
Great.
Beautiful.
All right. Love you all. I have to go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Elio?
Yes. Dr. Clint?
Yes, Elio. So good to see you.
Likewise. Question for you. When you're having this meeting in LA on the 6th, do you have further information?
Yeah, I'll do is
I live here. If I miss you that close, then shame on me.
I need to get a hug from you, Elio. It's long overdue.
It's going to be a bear hug.
Yeah. Ralph and Monica are working out the details of where the location will be on the 6th. I know I'll be doing a clinic in Malibu area on October 5th. And then we're doing a free clinic for the homeless on October 6th. And I'll send out that information to anyone who's interested. And then with Ronnie, we're trying to work out one in Sacramento shortly after that. So as soon as we have that, we'll
openings?
Sure. Yeah, there's still a few for that. Yeah, absolutely. And like even Kamal was so awesome. He's one of the people. We actually just yesterday I got such a beautiful message about someone who's helping sponsor one of our first sponsors for that event. And also several people that are offering product that can help in different ways. And you know, it's like the true spirit of this lineage is to help in this way. So if anyone wants to join in any way, or you want to host a clinic in your own area, I put that form and I'll post it one more time for you. But now we're going to go into the breakout room, make sure everyone has a chance to share. What's your transformation as a result of this 100 days? What's one way in which something has changed, touched, moved, and inspired you, helped you physically, mentally, emotionally, or some way in which something you've learned has helped someone else that you love? This is definitely a case of contagious healing, contagious love. So I'm excited. I'm staying on the entire call, and I'm going to be popping in and out of certain rooms to hear as you share. Cornelia, back to you.
Yes, I'm opening the rooms, and everyone that I just read out, if you could then start the recording the moment you go in. I think I made everyone co-host, which you need to be in order to start the recording. And who doesn't know where they need to go, just stay in the main room, and I will then help you to get into the rooms. Otherwise, you just pick your room. You should see them coming up right now. Room A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I'm going to stop the recording here in the main room.